Hello and welcome everyone. We are back with our weekly LinkedIn Live. Hi Rahul, thank you for this amazing platform for all of us and very happy to have you Nishant and Saurabh. Let me introduce our very special guests today, Nishant Sahel, founder of Expand My Business, and Saurabh Bhatia, category lead at Expand My Business. As you all know, I'm your host Vandana, Manager Marketing and Communications at Metaverse 911, and I have brought a very interesting panel with a very interesting topic today, consumer engagement with immersive tech. So we are not only going to talk about the Metaverse today, but also the plethora of immersive tech that is today in the industry, being the trendsetter.
A lot of buyers right now want to experience the next trend of internet. Obviously, as internet is evolving, right, buyers and customers also want to follow that loop. The experiences have to go up, the data centricity has to go up, and I feel consumer tech is going to be largely largely moved forward in a positive direction because of Web3, Metaverse, and all the new immersive tech coming into play.
It's quite evident. I mean, as you said, consumers are very excited for immersive tech, and the results are showing whenever there's an immersive tech experience by a brand, the engagement is just skyrocketing. So I want to understand here, when clients come to you for immersive tech experiences, what is the first choice? Are they more inclined towards virtual reality? Is it augmented reality? Is it the metaverse? What is the client's outlook when they approach Expand My Business?
So Vandana, just calling it out, right? Like again, these are very early days in the Web 3.0 space, right? We get to spend a lot of time with buyers across different parts of the world, right? So the point here is, in India, it is picking up on very different use cases, right? While if you go to the western part of the world, the use cases are very different. Now, I'll tell you, where I start from. The point here is, if you right now look at the quality of brands who have already started using, something like a metaverse, right? You name the LVMH of the world, the Gucci's of the world, Adidas, Nikes, right? Like they're all there, right? Right up there in being the forefront runner of how to leverage this technology. How it is further helping them is, one, by building wonderful data insights, right, of what is the sentimental analysis of the buyer while purchasing their service. Second thing, what it is also helping is, it is helping the buyers experience a much deeper level of engagement versus what we used to do in our previous forms of internet, right? So right now, since the market is new, it is largely the bigger brands which are coming into play who want to leverage upon similar technologies, like even in the automobile sector, the high ticket value sectors, right? This is something which is picking up pace, right? And especially if you go into the Middle East part of the world, right, where obviously Dubai being the hub of the Web3 world, right, you will experience that a lot of top level organizations are actually leveraging upon a use case in metaverse to create a better experience in consumer technology.
The use cases of immersive tech are varying across the world. So what's relevant in Asia might not be relevant in the West. So very rightly pointed out. Rahul, I want you to come in because as a metaverse expert, we would like to understand when it comes to consumer engagement for brands. What is your outlook when it comes to immersive tech being the trendsetter these days?
The consumer side of the immersive experiences is not new. We've been to all these immersive parks, to Disney. Now Disney, when you go, half of the experiences in Orlando are all being built in Florida. Disney Park is all built around VR. Even the one in Dubai, the car, the F1, car racing, that park. There also is a lot of VR already. So VR has been in for the immersive entertainment side for a very long time. But what was also happening is that the VR was continuing to be utilized for brands to get some kind of an attention of the consumer while in the store. As an example, when we worked with Dabur and we created a Dabur Honey Trail, the Dabur people called me up and said, can you give me a few VR headgears, and I want to go place them in the Reliance center in West Delhi, the Reliance store in West Delhi, and I want to have that VR thing getting casted on a large LED screen. And I want to, therefore, when people walk in, they should know, okay, this is what the Dabur Honey means to the end consumer. Now, it's end of the day the media. Okay. Now we go one level ahead. What's really now happening is an engagement problem. Now there's a new Gen Z, Gen Alpha, that the trendsetters are changing. And the brands now thinking, okay, we've been on Instagram, we've been on the other social media channels, we've been doing all different kinds of TikToks, all the way to the celebrity TikToks as well. Or maybe reaching out to a few influencers and asking them to go write or talk about their product. With the kind of experiences that today immersive tech can offer, could include, number one, build your end customer persona in such a way that you make a part of your brand journey. That's one. When you make him a part of your brand journey, you are continually doing a number of events. Those events could be around whether, bringing some kind of a celebrity, some kind of an artist, and do an artist show. When you do an artist show, you're connecting that community which has not been connecting off and on, or they've been connecting, off and on, but now you want to connect with them off and on plus one more on. Okay? And therefore, you need to have those creative teams backing it. The question really I wanted to have with Nishant as well, while I'm talking and I'm thinking, is I always believe, Nishant, that immersive technology can never be designed in one company, because you can never find the talent within the 20 kilometers of the periphery of an organization. So while you can be the greatest immersive, you meaning anybody could be a greatest immersive tech or immersive experience a team, end of the day, you have the 20 kilometer periphery of the talent. And hence the ecosystem plays a very big role. What has been your thoughts when companies reach out to you? What kind of sort of checklist you would have?
When a client comes in to expand my business, what all can the client expect? And also, because a lot of immersive tech companies are already watching us right now, I also want to understand and ask on their behalf, what is it that a client looks for when they come for immersive tech solutions?
Thanks, Vandana, for that question. So like rightly said by Nishant, and just adding it to further, we provide, end-to-end consulting. And first of all, we understand the expectations and the requirement of the customer, right? Where we understand what sort of use case he wants, what sort of industry he's coming from, what exactly, identifying that pain point that he's feeling, and what sort of consulting that we bring into the picture. So we, it's not just like, it's like a relationship for us. When anybody is reaching out to us, we understand exactly what they've been doing. We develop that sort of use cases where we strategize with them, understanding those pain points and giving them solutions accordingly. So just giving you an example, depending on which sort of industry and what sort of, level of business that they're coming from, whether they are coming from an SME or an MSME or a big corporate client, right? So we understand exactly what target audience they are, targeting, what sort of value addition they want to bring in with respect to that specific requirement that they want us to work upon. And after understanding all these deliverables, then we present them with a proper solution that this could be the use case that we can take forward. And that is how we consult, that is how we add value to that specific project. And also we help them with respect to all the technicalities that goes behind it. Because whenever we are talking about such projects, the main challenge that comes into the picture is the tech stack that we are working upon, and what sort of integration will be needed, or any sort of, hardware requirement or a software requirement. So these are the challenges that we have to work upon, understanding them from their in-house team and the partners that we will be working with them to provide them specific solution. So everything that goes around this ecosystem, it always backed out by how we are planning to reach out and make an impact, but also whether it is possible or not, or what the possibilities that can be done with respect to the solution that the client wants to reach out. So everything is a customization, the custom development that mostly we work upon. We obviously, like Nishant rightly mentioned, that as a marketplace we have that understanding where we can we have that pool of data, we have that information, and just using that information to our best of the expertise, and then providing with the right solution with the right approach.
First of all, would like to thank you and Rahul, for having us over and letting us, showcase, what good work we have been up to. On a parting note, I think, I feel it's a very forward-looking way of how we are approaching the industry and how we are leveraging technology to, change the way businesses run, change the way, consumers live. And, I think being a part of Expand My Business and witnessing this entire movement, right, is something which is very, very heartening for me personally. And I feel that, many companies across the globe are going to leverage immersive tech over the next few years, and we are going to witness the entire consumer industry, the way consumers are buying things, see a 180-degree shift, right? So very, very pumped to be a part of this ecosystem, and really hoping to be working with some fantastic companies in the future as well, to help them build the right kind of solutions, and take their business forward.
Thanks a lot. First, I'll just thank you for this opportunity and
My
for
pleasure.
this great partnership among us. It's been really exciting to be part of the conversations and the use cases that you shared with us, and what we can achieve together. So that's just I'm really makes me really happy to be part of such conversation, and it is super exciting to be just doing this live and just giving out that knowledge and imparting those use cases to other people that they can use it to their advantage, right? So it's really amazing. And just on a on a parting note, I'll just first of all, I'm really happy just to be part of this journey, because I always used to think that how I can add value from my end when we talk about the technology or how things have been shaping since I've been growing up. And it really I'm super pumped. That is why I've been super pumped and excited all the time, because I'm part of that journey. And I can actually, I'm literally contributing with respect to, and EMB giving me this opportunity to be a part of this journey to that shift which we are identifying and moving towards. And so just happy to be here.
Great.